Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Scale Model Outlaw. If it's your first time tuning in, thanks. We appreciate you checking us out. Hope you like what you see. If you do, how about leave us a comment down below, down there in the comment section. Should be down there somewhere. Or maybe a big old thumbs up. We like big old thumbs ups. And obviously a subscribe. We'd love to get a subscribe from you, and we do hope you like what you see. If you're a returning viewer, thank you guys and gals. We appreciate y'all. And as always, we hope you like what you see. So today is kind of a two-part. We'll start out with a mail call. I got some shop cards in, so I want to give some shout-outs to some great guys and gals that sent me some shop cards. If you're interested in shop cards, stay tuned. I'll tell you how to get one. After that, we're going to talk about a new resin guy that I'm working with, and a group build that I'm getting into, something I've never done before. But before we get into any detail, let's hear from our awesome sponsors, Scale Finishes and Iceman Collections. We'll be right back right after this. Okay, so we're back. We're going to try this again. Y'all have no idea, but this is the 7th time that I've tried to do this video. For the second half of this video. The first half went great. We switched to the commercials. Everything's awesome. But for some reason, I cannot seem to get the video and the camera to work like they're supposed to. For whatever reason, I keep the audio and the video keep losing track with each other. I went in and cleared out a bunch of crap out of my phone, so I'm thinking maybe that was it. But anyway, that being said, let's get to the cards and talk about the great guys that sent us some cards. We'll start with Mr. BG Modelworks. Brian, thank you for the card. Thank you for your channel. You got some awesome stuff going on there. If you guys are not subscribed to Brian at BG Modelworks, go check him out. I can't imagine why you would be subscribed to me and not to him. He is a awesome builder. Great dude. The channel's awesome, and him and Lucas E. and Chuck and my old buddy Jason do a podcast on Spotify called Scale Model Podcast. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Scale Model Podcast on Spotify. They have, I think it's 9 different episodes now. Number 9 is my favorite. Got a whisker sticking straight out. Look at that. Let me just, what? It's a tough dude too. Okay. It's fighting with me. I ought to just leave it hanging out. You know, I gotta stay groomed for all my fans, right? Both of them. I'm gonna rip out every hair in my face before I get to the one that's sticking out. There we go. Does that look better? Anyway, Scale Model Podcast. Go check him out with Lucas C., Chuck, and Jason from Blue Box. And number 9 is definitely my favorite episode because on the 9th episode, they actually read one of my emails. So thank you, Mr. Brian and the Scale Model Podcast group for reading that for me. Next up, another fellow Floridian, Mr. Tom at Rambler69. Mr. Tom, thank you for your card. Thank you for your awesome channel. And thank you for supporting our channel. Mr. Tom's building some great stuff over there, guys. Again, if you're not subscribed to him, go check him out. His builds are phenomenal, man. He's got some awesome stuff going on over there. And next up, Red Scale Scrapyard. Kind of get a kick out of this card, guys. I think Mr. Red might have saw my video for the Sodak Models Naked Models reveal. Because if you watch that video, you know I was trying to point at things with a pair of long tweezers. So I think Mr. Red saw that, because if you look on the back of the card that he sent me a little pointer. So now I've got a little pointer, And thank you, Mr. Red, for that. I will definitely put that to good use. Keep my fat fingers out of the way so people can see what's going on. But if I can ever get this second part of the video made, sir, that will be glued to a bamboo stick tonight. Like I said, this is actually my 7th try. I've been trying to get this second video out, or this whole video out, since 7 o'clock this evening, and it's now 11 o'clock. But we're not giving up. We're going to make it happen. Next up is my old buddy Cliff at GI Mechanics Scale Models. Mr. Cliff is an awesome dude. First and foremost, Mr. Cliff, my hat's off to you as a retired soldier. Thank you for your service to this great country. Thank you to you and all of the fighting men and women in our country. Thank you guys. If it's not for you, then we don't get to do what we like to do. And we probably would be speaking some other foreign language right now. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for that blank check that you wrote to the U.S. government that said, I will do whatever you need me to do. Mr. Cliff also does a group build every year. So we wanted to save him for last so we can talk about the group build that he does. Now, when I first heard about this group build, I was like, nah, I don't think I want to get involved in that because the subject matter is something that I've literally only done once in my life, about probably 40 years ago. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, that's exactly the kind of group build that I need to get involved with. So I did. The subject matter is motorcycles. And in this particular case, Yamaha motorcycles. Yes, I'm having to peek over so you can see it. But now it doesn't have to be this motorcycle. It could be any Yamaha motorcycle or any motorcycle or three-wheeler. Trike, I guess is what they call them. I asked about a cart that was powered by a Yamaha, and Mr. Cliff shot that down and said, nope, got to be at least 2 or 3 wheels. But this is exactly what I need to be doing, guys. You know, there's been a lot of talk about group builds going on. I'm not going to make a whole video on that. My personal opinion on group builds is if you want to get in and you agree to the rules, you don't have a problem with the rules or the guidelines, then by all means get in. Do it. Enjoy it. Have fun. And if you don't, if you have other things that you have to get to or other things that you want to do or you're not interested in the subject matter, I'm pretty confident that the people that are hosting the group build will not be offended if you don't get in. Just quietly move on and do whatever it is you want to do. So back to the Yamaha YZR M1, the 04 model from Tamiya. After deciding that I did want to do it, I started talking to some different friends that build more of these motorcycles than I do, which you don't have to build a lot of them to do more than me. If you built more than one, then you do more than me. But these guys do it pretty regular. They recommended this kit. In fact, one of my sources told me that if I take some glue, pour it in the box, take some Scale Finishes paint, pour it in the box, get some aftermarket hop-ups, photo etch stuff, sprinkle that in the box, put the lid on the box, shake the box, and a motorcycle will pop out. That's what they told me. So we'll see how that works out. But thank you, Mr. Cliff. I'm actually excited now to do this kit and see what we can do with it and have some fun with it. Many of you may know that I own a one-to-one Jeep off-road shop. So we build Jeeps, mostly some trucks, but mostly Jeeps. That's where our experience is, and that's what we like to do. I have a particular Jeep that I built. If you're on Instagram, go check it out. It's bucket of bolts underscore CJ7. It's a full-size build that we did at our shop, and we're very, very proud of it. He's on a big team from out in California where they go around the country and do some wheeling. And he gets a lot of play on the old interwebs, and we definitely enjoy having be a part of his team. So I decided that after I get done with the motorcycle build and the Volkswagen build that I'm doing for my local model club, that I want to build a replica Jeep to that Jeep that we built in one-to-one. So I went looking for heims, or spherical ball ends, some people call them, but they're heim joints. Heim joint is basically a link that's a rod end, it's a link that hooks to your frame, then hooks to your axle, and allows the suspension to work with a rod in between. I could not find any 3D printed heims or spherical rod ends anywhere until I stumbled across Mr. Ronon Resins. So I got a hold of Mr. Ronon at Ronon Resins, and he had the heims that I was looking for. And here they are. They're very tiny, going to be very difficult to see, but they're super detailed and they're 100% perfect for what it is I want to do. He has several different ones. And he also has, I should have left this out of the bag and I didn't. There's no way I could ever be a crackhead, y'all. I can't get into these bags to save my life. So here we go. Get a mount out. The mount out to see a little better when we get it out. This is the mount that goes to the frame that the rod end will go into with the link and then down to the axle. Now with this one it's for a race car, so we'll probably end up cutting it in half and using two pieces out of it, and making two pieces out of it instead of one. But super cool stuff. So I got a hold of Mr. Ron. He was so kind to send them to me and get them out here really quick. And he also sent me a free, where did it go? I had a little, oh there it is, a free power steering reservoir. Can't take it out of the bag because if I do, you really won't be able to see it. But where are we? There we are. Whoop. There, can you see it? There it is. So it's a little power steering reservoir that he gave me to check out. So thank you, Mr. Ron. We will definitely put that to good use. Well, I think that's just about it, guys. As always, you know, to check out our sponsors, please go to scalefinishes.com for all your paint needs from start to finish. Also, check out, oh, actually, here we go. It's scalefinishes.com. Load up the cart with all their awesome products. Scroll to the bottom, and in the discount area, put in Outlaw 10. That's Outlaw in capital letters 10, and get you a 10% discount. Can you tell that I've done this so far 7 times? I'm stumbling over my own words and getting pretty tired. Like I said, I started this at 7 o'clock, and it's 11 o'clock now, so. But, and also don't forget about our great sponsor with Iceman Collections. Go to icemancollections.com. It has everything 3D printed that you can think of. Wide body kits, motors, diorama pieces, figures, you name it. He's got it. He's actually coming out with a 70s Ford Maverick really soon. And I want to get 2 of those kits because my very first car was a 77 Ford Maverick, and I want to build one as it was when it actually was, and then what I dreamed for it to be when I was a 16-year-old kid. So looking forward to getting those 2 kits. They're going to go fast, so be quick, but I believe he said he's going to keep them in production for a while, so if you don't get yours right off the rip or they sell out too fast for you, just be patient. You'll have some more. But as always, guys, y'all be safe out there, have fun, and keep on modeling.